Hello and greetings, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube of the world, and welcome back to another amazing comic show video today, guys. I've been wanting to talk to you about this for a long little while, and I want to give you guys my little information, but before I continue on what I want to say, if you guys are just new to the comic show, don't know exactly what I normally do. I just do reviews for for Disney Plus, Netflix when I go see movies in theaters, and once in a while I do trailer reactions, gaming videos, theory videos, and unboxing videos, which I've done in a long little while. But stay tuned for the near future, just because there's gonna be stuff like that coming along the way soon on the comic show. And eventually I'll probably be doing some Prime Video reviews, but just stay tuned for those as well. But anyways, guys, like I said, this is just an interesting. I haven't done any of these videos in a long little while where I talk about movie news and what's happening out there, and I haven't really done anything like this in a long little while. But it's been good. It's been going all over the internet, and I think I did do a video like a long time ago where Disney was trying to replace Johnny Depp with a woman actress with a white female actress, and then now with what's going on. They were just I did hear not too long ago that Disney decided to pay Johnny Depp a lot of money just to come back to continue the series. But now, since that was kind of a hit or miss, now we're hearing that Disney wants to hire a African American actress to portray a new protagonist of the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise. Now, a lot of people are getting mad at Disney because they really want Johnny Depp to come back to play as Captain Jack Sparrow. And a lot of people are saying we don't want Disney to reboot the movies because it's not going to be the same without Mr. Johnny Depp himself. Although that big thing that happened between him and his ex-wife, Amber Heard, or everyone calling her Amber Turd, I know it's a big thing what happened back then, but it's all over now. And now Johnny Depp is getting back out there in his acting business, and apparently he's going to be in the new Beetlejuice 2 movie, which is kind of cool. And he has a few other movie projects out there that he's starting to plan to be in. I can't remember some of them, particularly in the bottom of my head or top of my heart. But either way, he's coming back out there, and he did state that he still wants to continue playing Captain Jack Sparrow. And although we did hear not too long ago that Disney actually offered him a lot of money just to come back, but now that's just down the drain, and now they want to hire some other person, an actress, to reboot the series and do something completely new. And for me, I actually absolutely love the Pirates of the Caribbean movies since I was growing up. It's like part of my childhood movies, and having to hear that they wanted to recast Pirates of the Caribbean and bring a new experience to the new generation, I kind of understand that. But a lot of people still want to see Johnny Depp continue as Captain Jack Sparrow until Johnny says, "I'm done." And so I feel that Disney should X-nay on the recast nay and keep the movies going. Although the last movie doesn't really make sense to continue the movies because how Jack broke the Poseidon's trident and it broke all the curses, and there's no more curses out there in the Caribbean. But life could change, or something could change after during that moment, because at the very end of that movie, I know it's been a long time, but at the very end of that movie, we did see Will Turner end up going to stay with his wife, Elizabeth Turner, and when he was sleeping in bed with her at the very end of the movie, he was having nightmares of Davy Jones. And after he thought it was a nightmare, but after it looked back down on the floor, we saw a big water puddle. So I don't know if it was just a nightmare or was it real. We don't know for sure, but they could definitely do something with that moment of that movie. Maybe turn into another movie, or maybe the curses are still are still out there, not fully broken yet. Maybe there's something else out there that's keeping some curses on bay that are not broken yet, and maybe Jack and maybe Gibbs find out that not all curses were not broken by the trident, but some were still remained intact, and only the ones that were bestowed by the Trident were broken, like with Davy Jones and a few other stuff. But maybe all the other major curses that didn't get broken are still maintained. So I think they continue something like that would make a lot of great sense because there's a lot of ancient artifacts out there in the sea in the Caribbean, right? So they can definitely continue to make stories with every new movie and continue that on. I think this would be a very interesting idea for Disney. To think, oh, this guy thought of a good idea. Not all curses were broken, but some were still intact. So I think this would be a great idea for another Pirates of the Caribbean movie episode, or I think probably on Stranger Tides was the last one. I think that was the 5th movie, right? Yes. So definitely they can do a number 6 Pirates of the Caribbean movie. I think they can definitely do it. Offer Johnny Depp more money, bring him back, bring back Bet Gibbs, bring back some of the original crew, and maybe if you guys want it, you can try to bring Orlando Bloom back on the screen, because we did see him at the very end of we did see him in the last movie, because we saw him and his son helped Jack to destroy the Trident. So it'd be kind of cool to see them reunite. Maybe we could see Elizabeth again. Maybe we could bring back Keira Knightley and a few other characters. But it wouldn't make sense for Barbossa, because Barbossa died. He kind of like sacrificed himself at the end of the movie to save his daughter, because he found out that the daughter that had that book with the stone was actually him, and she finds out that was actually her dad. So that was quite the big plot twist when we saw that movie. The movie's been out for a very long time. You guys should know what's going on. But either way, they could definitely continue on with Pirates of the Caribbean, continue on with the story, and they could definitely use the idea I just mentioned, where only some curses were broken, but most of them that were like too strong are intact, and another ancient artifact is keeping them maintained. So in the next movie, maybe Jack and Gibbs find it and are able to destroy it, and able to destroy the rest of the curses. Maybe that could be a possibility. I mean, they could definitely continue with all these movies, thinking about more ideas. And hell, I mean, if Disney wanted to, they could just hire me. Like, oh, let's hire this guy. He thinks about more ideas than anybody else around here. I mean, look, even Disney hired a freaking YouTuber a couple years ago to do deep fakes for The Mandalorian. Yeah. I mean, that's true. They actually did literally hire a YouTuber to do deep fakes for Star Wars. Yeah. So stuff like that does happen. But either way, guys, for me, what I think about this news about them replacing a Johnny Depp with a African American actress, I mean, yeah, although they do want to bring out a new generation of Pirates of the Caribbean movies, but I feel they should continue with just a few more movies with Johnny Depp. And once Johnny says he's done, and then they can probably think about, rebooting the series and maybe start fresh, or maybe like Jack Sparrow finds somebody in one of the other newest movies, and then he has a kid, or with not this one, it's the other one on Stranger Tides, where that one chick says that one played by Vanellope Cruz, or I think her name is, that she said at the very end of the movie she has child with Jack. He's like, are you sure it's mine? It's like, you were drunk. I've never been that drunk. So maybe she actually has Jack's kid, and maybe in the next movie, maybe that kid ends up finding Jack's like, hey, I'm your son. He's like, wait, you're my son. He's like, who's your son? Oh, and then Jack's like, oh, wait a minute. It's like, so they can definitely continue on with the series, and then once Jack realizes that he's a dad, and then he wants to take care of his son, and then he goes back to what's her name that had the child, and then they want to have their own family. Maybe Jack has said, okay, I'm done. I don't think I want to be a pirate, or he still can be a pirate, but he just doesn't want to sail the seas anymore. But they can still continue on, maybe one or two more movies with Johnny Depp, and then we're done. We're calling it quits. So Yeah, I think that could be a definitely good idea for Disney to say, okay, it's like, okay, Johnny, we thought of some new ideas for some Pirates of the Caribbean movies. Would you be interested? Because we did offer you a lot of money to come back. We're turfing the idea of recasting you with somebody else. That we're gonna do 2 or 3 more movies with you, and then after we're done, because they do have 5 movies. So maybe they could do at least just 2 more movies with Johnny. Then that'll be it. Then maybe they can decide, like, okay, if you're done, you're done. We can do something else with maybe having maybe your kid or daughter, if you have a daughter, and then we can just go from there and just reboot the series and keep the movies going with your kids of the franchise. See, that works, Disney. Let's do that, guys. Let's do it. So that's all I gotta say, guys. That's all I gotta say about the Pirates of the Caribbean news, about them trying to recast somebody. But I think my idea might be a better one, because I think this would be a better wise decision. And I think a lot of people are still mad, and a lot of people are probably will be making petitions or to make polls of not let Disney do this like they did before. So I think a lot of people are going to say, no, let's do the poll. Let's vote for not letting Disney do this. So I think I'm totally going to agree with this. I'm going to say, no, go on with my idea. Do what we guys need to do. Continue on with Johnny Depp for 2 more movies or something. And then call it quits. Alright, that's it, guys. Thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you guys in the next video, possibly tomorrow, because Wes and I are going to go see Madam Web, and we're going to see our own opinions, what we like about the movie. And although we did hear there are some mixed reviews for the movie, but we'll give our honest opinions of what we think about Madam Web. So see you guys tomorrow.